Brown, super pick-up. Prespakis inserts herself. He planted the feet off the hands of Moody to McAvoy, the goal kicker. Prespakis.
There's big raps on Chaston coming out of the Eastern Ranges.
And instructions. McAvoy, Prespakis getting busy. Jones wants to work Casey to the line. Support now from Prespakis. Stops now to provide support. Prespakis outside now for Trudgeon.
A better person, and she's just walked past us going down the race now, and she is
crashing through the pack. Didn't she do some damage? Laluifi, a much improved player, flicks that out wide to Maddy Prespakis, brings it back inboard to McAvoy.
As McAvoy and Prespakis inboard, and she sees a player in the corridor. Chance here for the Blues, Delpos.
Straight away, McAvoy, and up and under, and Maddy Prespakis just juggles that chest mark, gives it off.
Again with a beautiful tap down to McAvoy, Prespakis.
Show that is set up so tight. It would be a great opportunity for Geelong forwards to start to work together.
The other's Moody, and it's Maddy Prespakis who wins that ball and finds the outlet. And the Blues will wrap it up. Maddy Prespakis with the tackle. She might get rewarded here. She will.
With a bit of hang time. Just managed to keep it in play.
Playing with a sense of urgency right now, the Cats, but O'Day with the experience and a bit of class and composure finds Prespakis, who goes to the tall targeting. Good. Prespakis got the hands free. Georgia G.
Well as that winger.
Perfect start for the Lions. Wardlaw kicking. Bree Brock, who's the head of Lions women's footy, said Farquharson's movement is unparalleled.
Got to change. There needs to be a gear shift. There needs possibly a player movement. Just inject some X factor somewhere.
It's an hotter just over her head. They're peppering at the moment, the Lions. Inside 50, just can't quite down here, and it's going to bounce perfectly for Hickey, but she fumbled at the wrong time and near bad company. If you're a Lions person in Prespakis. Inside 50, great take from Stevens. Open goal, puts it through, and the Blues are back within a goal.
Delivering it to the pockets, and here you see Prespakis wait, give it
up to Marks and goes inside 50. Farquharson almost pinched it. Prespakis, what a pick up and spin, that was awesome. Cody on hands and knees, has 5-6 years in the competition, heading to Maroochydore next week. Vesio, Prespakis, working out via hand. Vickers, Prespakis. Disposal number 12 for Ellinger. Prespakis.
And away we go. It's round 4 action. Carlton and North Melbourne from Icon Park. Prespakis hunts the footy, gets the first touch. It's got to be quick. Well read from Gavalis, and Prespakis takes her down. Strong tackle. But so far haven't conceded a goal. Harrington to Prespakis.
And to finally kick the goal, great stuff.
Prespakis out of the middle. So 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Wilson's kick to Prespakis. A couple of options are open now. The first of them is Vickers. Jones spears it low. Nice kick. Finds Prespakis. Blues try to work their way through. Ball missed Bruton, went straight to Stevens. Taken by Prespakis. Spun out of trouble, did beautifully. Lovely blind turn. The third term. Moody tried to flip it over the back for Delpos to run. Kick inside 50. Delpos. Prespakis tidy. Finds Shearer.
Martin, Laluifi at the back, and the Blues get it to that open side. We started for the Crows. Flying in off the wing was Jones, but immediately shut down by Prespakis. Hatchard with our only major so far. Good to Prespakis, to McAvoy. Prespakis had to do a couple of quick steps back, but suddenly some space, and it's in the form of Vickers. Hoping for Prespakis, who provides the pressure now on Bedell, and they'll be happy here to generate another forward half stoppage. They've found the ball. Najwa Allen gets a fistful of the Prespakis. Leafy a tap. Harrington, Prespakis. Underground for Hill with a 1-2. Stopped in her tracks, goes back to Hill. Impact on Delpos. There's a bit of energy all of a sudden about the home side. Prespakis peels off a kick. Piece in the quarter now. And Hatchard with 10 possessions for the quarter. They're one clean possession here away, Carlton. Pound. Gets it in the form of Prespakis. Running the house is back in fine fettle. 2022, they could be playing anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Be ready for anything. But you lick your lips thinking about that contest if it's going to go ahead.
Fremantle, of course.
Just trapped underneath the footy a little bit. Day tackled strongly. Prespakis. It's in this first term. Good in the ruck. Prespakis delayed the handball, real shrugged off Roo. Prespakis. Who's not panicking in defence. It's a lovely outlet kick too. Close to quarter time. Pound knocks it across. O'Sullivan and Hyde harassing. The Blues have got the numbers. Hill. 5 minutes or so here for the Blues as the Dockers ratchet up the pressure. Prespakis able to get it through. We'll try to win it. It's just shoveled out towards Hill, who puts it on the boot. Nicely taken by Prespakis.
A little bit on the outside.
Prespakis. Toff was back in and under. Prespakis spun back into play. Prespakis, nice hands.
It's been their Achilles heel, as we said. They're missing 5 of their stars for the Saints. Solitis had a little fumble, but he'll get it back now. Well done, Prespakis. Terrific pressure. Again, we spoke about it pre-game, Eddie. This is what the Blues need to bring. They're last in the competition for tackles, but we've seen them up and about early.
That is, and you know, the last 5 minutes they've shown that.
It'll relieve a bit of pressure momentarily, but the Blues are lining up here. It'll come back in. Prespakis gives a bit of a shimmy and shake, and then they go inside 50 again. A little bit of confidence before half-time.
Well, they're putting 1 or maybe 2 spares behind the ball.
Everywhere. G's just got to pick the right option. She goes to Prespakis. Trudgeon couldn't bring down the mark, and Prespakis just bounces off some opponents.
Forward and play across a half forward, but you know they've got that flexibility now with a bit more depth in their midfield.
Long, sorry.
Well, that kick's been turned over to Prespakis. And that's a nice kick into the pocket for G. Couldn't quite bring it down. Vesio direction. Prespakis, Shirar, who didn't look forward. She wanted to keep using hands, and they're just fiddling around with it a bit too much here, the Blues. Prespakis doesn't register a score at all. Now the Blues go inside 50. It was Shirar. And a nice kick to Prespakis, takes a strong mark. Well, Harrington's found herself inside the forward 50 a few times, and right on cue, there is Maddy Prespakis to get 2 in a row for Carlton. Beautiful kick, didn't over-kick it, just guided it home, and she's happy, and the Blues get out to 7 points.
And on the field there tonight, and I know that she'll be so grateful that she followed through and kicked that one. She's worked on her game tirelessly. She's performs week.
Yep, the most prolific goal kicker in AFLW history. Gets their first of the night. They get out to a 10-point lead. GWS defenders are under all sorts of pressure. Prespakis, Laluifi, putting on a bit of shake and bake in this one as Prespakis shows her contested marking ability overhead.
Bench, she went down to the rooms to have a concussion test. She appears to have passed, and I'm told she will be coming back on this quarter. Great news for the Blues.
Yeah, that is good news. So we'll take a look at this tackle from Prespakis, talking about the tackle. It's been a tough little period. They've had a number of games, a number of travel. And Vesio again.
Carlton opponent, Prespakis.
And the strength in that contest there. She's brought over the line by Prespakis, and that much further up the ground. Prespakis, classy.
Japay's moved into the ruck against Moody. Hill. Now Prespakis emerges with it in a 1-2 with Moody and kicks it towards half forward.
A couple of intercept possessions, so if we can save a late one, it'll be
the Carlton side, another avenue to goal and another asset inside that forward 50. Floodlights are on. It'll be just before 7 p.m. local time that this game will finish, so shouldn't be any light issues, but just having a bit of a... Can't quite get to her feet. Prespakis lower and harder to Georgia G. OMG! What a snap from Georgia! That is a sweet goal from Georgia G.
playing with her. But Maddy Prespakis' work to get the ball at the ground level and hands up to G there to finish it off with a great goal.
Game against Melbourne, I'll come back to you on it. Might be a really good test to see how you, well, where your season's at, but I'll let you sit on that and we'll come back to you soon.
Game, but Nicola Stevens seems to be starting on her, and it it might be the case of Carlton playing, I guess, a defensive forward on
target for them inside. Taylor Harris with her first touch. Prespakis feigned the hand pass and found a little bit of space. She might get it back here that time. Gearin again gets it to Prespakis. Back to Gearin. Has McNamara if it bounces for it? Does, but Prespakis hot on her heels. And G can poke them inside 50. What a jumps against Gillard. Off the back of the square, it's Prespakis. They're going to go inside 50 again. What a kick.
Wow.
Well, it's a textbook goal from a centre bounce, isn't it? Maddy Prespakis just driving the ball long, and it was good.
He's just such a smart user of the ball. Doesn't waste it. Prespakis on the left.